Jennifer Lopez was born in July 1969 in the Bronx, New York. She started to show a passion for performing at a young age. She took dance lessons throughout her childhood and began her career as a dancer, making her television debut as a fly girl on the sketch comedy series In Living Color back in 1991. Now, a lot of people could say that Diddy is responsible for Jennifer's career, and I don't think that's fully true because maybe for her music career, but her start really came when she played Selena. Jennifer's portrayal of Selena Quintanilla in the 1997 biopic Selena marked a watershed moment in her career, propelling her from a talented dancer and supporting actress to a big-time movie star. There were actually 21,000 people who were trying to play Selena in that role, so Jenny really made her mark by going in there and getting that role. So you can't doubt that she's a talented actress. To prepare for her role as Selena, Jennifer Lopez went to great lengths, even sleeping in Selena's bed and spending time with her family to absorb every nuance of the star. Here's a clip of Jennifer talking a little bit about how much that role meant to her.
I approached it from the point of actually learning to sing like her and the style she did, what she actually really liked to sing and what she really got off on. You throw all those ingredients in the pot and boom, then you have people saying, wow, this is so much like her. They say you look like her, when in reality I'm sitting right here in front of you and I don't look anything like her. It wasn't about that. It was about being like her and being her. I had a great time wearing all those costumes.
The success of Selena opened doors for J-Lo in both film and music. She launched her music career in 1999 with her album On the Six, which sold over 10 million copies. This really solidified Jennifer's place in Hollywood because not only is she an actress, but now she's a musician. She can sing. Well, at least she can play pretend. And I want to say this off the bat. I don't think that J-Lo can't sing. I don't think that at all. I think that she's used other people's vocals in the past and not given them fair credit. And maybe that's the doing of other people like Diddy and producers, but nonetheless, she's rubbed people the wrong way. Granted, she's done a lot for the Latin community, and I don't want to discount that she's beloved in a lot of aspects, though she's really in a downhill slope right now. And I want to start off this video by talking a little bit about something that I think is kind of funny, and it's her feud with Mariah Carey. In the late 1990s and the early 2000s, Jennifer Lopez was rising to fame. She found herself inadvertently caught in the crossfire of Mariah Carey and Tommy Mulatto's divorce because Mariah Carey was trying to leave her husband, Tommy, and he had control over her music career and the music industry. When she left him, she started to work on her own, but he wanted to find someone that he could take over and try to push her out the field. And the person that he used happened to be Jennifer Lopez. To give you guys some context, Tommy played a crucial role in launching Mariah's career. As the chairman of Sony Music, he signed Mariah to the label after hearing her demo tape and immediately recognized her talent. However, the relationship between Tommy and Mariah became complicated when they married in 1993. Tommy was known for being controlling, both professionally and personally. We've talked about this before, but Mariah Carey was held captive. There were people who were hired to watch her every move, cameras and alarms, and she really had no free will. So Tommy wanted to use J-Lo to overshadow Mariah. There's one song, Loverboy, from Mariah's film Glitter, in which Tommy allegedly instructed producers to create a similar song for J-Lo to use. And of course, Mariah Carey wasn't happy about this news. Mariah wrote in her memoir, "After hearing my new song using the same sample I used, Sony rushed to make a single for another female entertainer, J-Lo." By that, Mariah was talking about J-Lo's song I'm Real, which sampled Firecracker and came out just before her album Loverboy. This led to Mariah having to lead with a different single because J-Lo put out a song that sounded just like hers, and she didn't want to sound like she was copying her, but J-Lo was in fact copying Mariah. Things got a bit worse and even more obvious when Mariah had recently worked on an exciting collab with Ja Rule, who Tommy also convinced to do a song with J-Lo. J-Lo's song I'm Real enlisted Ja Rule. Mariah was forced to change the song sample and bring in another rapper for her own mix, choosing Da Brat. Here is a little bit of a reading of an excerpt of Mariah Carey's book talking about this situation, which really prompted the feud between her and J-Lo.
Then there was the sabotage. After hearing my new song using the same sample I used, Sony rushed to make a single for another female entertainer on their label, whom I don't know. They used the Firecracker sample and released it before Loverboy. Ja Rule and I wrote a song together too, and next thing you know, Tommy was calling up his manager, Irv Gotti, asking him and Ja to collaborate on a duet for the same female entertainer's record, leaving me to scurry and remake the song. Irv has even discussed it since in an interview on Jesus and Mero. He knows we just did this shit with Mariah, and he's trying to f with Mariah. This was sabotage, plain and simple.
Now, Mariah Carey isn't the only person who acknowledged that Tommy and J-Lo were scheming. Music producer and record executive Irv Gotti said in the docuseries The Murder Inc. story that Tommy hired him to make a song that would make Mariah Carey angry. Clearly, Tommy was trying to hurt Mariah and put out music through J-Lo to beat her to the punch. Here's a little clip of him speaking about this moment and his part in it all.
I'm talking about Tommy we told.
Yeah, get out of it.
And he calls me because he found out me and Rule made a record with Mariah Carey. And at the time, he hated Mariah Carey. So he was pumping Jennifer Lopez to compete. So he calls me 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what's up, Tom? What the f***? Oh, he says, Irv, I need you to do me a favor. I said, what's up? I need you to make a record with J-Lo, but I want you to put Ja Rule on it and make it a duet kind of a record. So immediately when he says that, I'm like, this. He knows we just did this shit with Mariah, which was a duety record, and he's trying to f Mariah.
Now, this feud between J-Lo and Mariah has led to speculation about whether J-Lo was aware of the sabotage that was happening at the time. Some fans believe that J-Lo must have known about the tension because she's just being prompted to do all these things by Tommy, the record exec. I mean, she must know there was a different MO.
Und was ist mit J-Lo?
Die kenne ich nicht.
Oops.
Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.